Well, it is the normal for YouTube to give you 0 views. But if you poke a bunch of people, then they give a fuck all of a sudden, right? What a magical world of social media. Have to tap people because they're busy watching the latest series of their choice. And my series of my choice is Mr. Beast. I watch nothing else but Mr. Beast on this channel. I'm subscribed to nothing else. Well, technical difficulties, guys. Activating the real metric.
Finish. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the final spot. No! That was so close. Unfortunately,
Mr. Beast team has been eliminated. They have lasted a whopping 2 minutes. What is happening to YouTube? YouTube is changing everything constantly. Holy
if you're standing
and have adapted to the dark mode, guys. That's crazy. Usually in a dark mode that I have on Opera, this part lights up. Now it just fine. Alright, cool.
in front of an X, been eliminated. I need you to exit the set.
Oh, not the pink ones.
Exit the
Brain damage, because that was fucking quick, bro. That was quick. He fired a lot of people real fast.
To winning your $10.
We didn't get to know none of them. It was basically, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, it just came in. Half of the people were eliminated. Mr. Beast is cramming more and more stuff into the first 2 minutes. At this point, Mr. Beast, I am not satisfied. We needed 2 eliminations. Two rounds of eliminations. And I wanted to just see 2 teams of contestants survive into the last round, which would be minute number 3. You know, I'm not satisfied. I want faster, Mr. Beast, faster. You can't catch up with my ADHD and my short attention span.
Team gets $250,000 that they get to give to their subscribers.
I'm very excited. Absolutely. Don't forget, guys, $250,000 is gonna move somewhere across the world. You know, in some location of the world, $250,000 will move from one hand to the other. Aren't you excited, guys?
I'm doing this for y'all, man.
I'm here. What game all of them are playing? It's called King.
I'm wondering what are they playing? What is the gameplay? Because I don't know if I understand.
King of Meat. King of Meat gave us skin.
King of... Wait. Beat My Meat is happening, guys. I think I'm starting to get partnership with Beat My Meat. Beat My Meat, Mr. Beat. Mr. Beat!
It's time to kill.
I feel like Mr. Beast is now just a shell of his former self, where he's just pushed around by any sponsorship he gets his hands on. Unfortunately, it's not true because he puts meat in your mouth, so it's very different.
Kill the boss! Everyone's...
At the same time, it's not too far off from reality. Mr. Beast is going to be a sellout forever to the biggest bidder, so it is what it is. It's not like he just came up with this idea of like, wow, this game is really interesting. It's not like he double-checked anything. We don't know none of these things. He just jumped in there and it's like, alright, we have 200 people competing for this 200 cash. I don't know what's going on because I've never seen this game before. So literally, I don't understand anything. You know, I don't understand their abilities, what they can do, what the goal is. What's power level are the enemies. Like, as a fucking gamer, I need the fucking context. Because just shit happening on the screen is not exactly my favorite thing. So, this kind of like sellout mode of Mr. Beast is like the most infuriating. Simply, there's nothing for me. I don't understand what is this?
Yeah, it's getting stuck! Guys, we gotta...
It's not RPG, it's just some bullshit.
lock it on the box.
We got this.
Yeah, he's dead, he's dead.
There's also no way of like telling where people at in terms of progress. So I'm trying not to brain damage myself and just look at the visuals instead. Because it's something I actually can recreate as a game developer.
We did it! In it. Go, 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 go!
This is the like literally the most unnecessary thing of like, you guys moving up. It's so unnecessary.
Sorry it didn't work out. And with that, you 3 teams are moving on!
They literally had to gather these people into this location and then into that location, and it's like, okay, bro, you added extra fucking 7 screen amount of locations just because of audio, you know, such dedication, such greatness from Mr. Beast, you know, just forcing people to move out of their seats into new seats for God knows fucking reason. It's almost like you watch television and after you finish watching a show, you need to buy a new television. That's the fucking vibe right now. You guys finished playing a game, go to the next computer, you know. It only makes sense. You have to like sit next to each other in a visually appealing fucking way. And it's like, that's not how it works, bro. It doesn't even work that way, bro. The way it works, contestants have fucking colors. They sit in a specific space already, and they just leave. You know, you don't have to repackage them, because I don't even know which color is sitting where right now, unless you fucking reiterate. Technically, maybe that's purple, maybe that's yellow, maybe that's red, but I literally was not able to adjust my brains to understand what's going on whatsoever. This is pissing me off, man. Mr. Beast is all about that greatness, with a bunch of question marks leading that greatness. Of like, why? But dude, but why? Did he capture like forbidden human feeling of like progression? And you unlocked the new computers who are 10% faster than the old computers. None of this fucking matters. This is just annoying as
For this
relatively, yes, he does show the colors. Relatively.
For this round, each section in this round.
Hey, you stay in the back, stay in the back.
Okay, wait, what is this? Watch out for the
It slows you down? Oh my god.
I will press these platforms, thank you very much. That's what I'm here for.
Let's go back and get.
You broke your sausage, for fuck's sake. Mr. Beast is full of these fun moments, yes. You broke your sausage. That's what happened when Mr. Beast had sex recently. You know, he's ready to say that out loud. Once he sees someone else break their sausage. Alienware computers, like, what are these things doing here? Like, let's just grab the most expensive pile of shit imaginable, right? And just never use them for any video ever again. That's how it feels like Mr. Beast is producing his videos. Bro has so much money that he doesn't even have to fucking budget anything. He can just grab the most expensive thing twice. You know, like, that's awesome, dude. Where was I?
Get a new one.
I was about to explain what the tasks were. So the first task was just run across the obstacle course. The second task was to defeat some enemies, which I don't know how powerful these enemies are, nor how tricky the obstacle course or the controls of the game actually are. Now they just trying to handle a sausage across an obstacle course, which is supposed to, I guess, be slightly more difficult than just the obstacle course. We'll see. I don't know.
Take a single
See how that
Our goal
goes.
team is.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
So a person who is actually handling the sausage probably can't do all of the things that they can do, but potentially he can. Maybe he doesn't jump as high. We don't know none of these fucking things. We're just watching a bunch of random shit happen.
Okay, what? Don't get hit!
Because Mr. Beast put a face on his thumbnail. You know, that's the reason why I'm watching
Got
this
it.
video.
No, grab it. Stay,
Are there more sausages right now? Like, what's going on?
stay on
What
the
the
platform.
fuck is going on?
Standing on, get on.
Okay, and go. Switch.
What are you guys doing? Why do you always crush?
We're the
Even Mr. Beast doesn't understand what they're doing.
best team ever!
Do you want to try Feastables out of our new Costco bag?
It's gonna wrap in front of you, BT. BT, it's gonna wrap in front of you.
Mr. Beast is the best sabotage person I've ever seen. He sabotaged 2 players, potentially doing just 2 attempts. That is the only fucking useful quality of Mr. Beast. Just sabotage whatever the fuck he's doing. Thanks, Mr. Beast. Welcome to YouTube. You didn't sabotage anything in YouTube, I swear. Everyone is happy here, you know? Your nose is not bleeding, Mr. Beast. I don't know how long I can be happy anymore. Your nose is not bleeding. That's a problem for me. My entire body is red. My entire body is blood boiling hot right now. And you can't even do 1% of that effort. That's crazy, Mr. Beast. Eat my meat!
Yes! I'm through! Oh my god, you did it!
Oh my god!
Three teams are on the... Yeah! Let's go! Eliminated.
Sorry, you don't get new PCs to play with. I'm sorry, Orange Team.
I literally have 5 police officers over there because this is real money and they'll just get it back.
I love the Mr. Beast flex.
And with that, between your team...
Guys, I have real money in the middle of this battlefield. Am I not cool, guys?
And you are...
The funny thing is, you don't understand. And I will explain in the end of the video. You just don't understand. And I know exactly what to talk about.
You are
You don't
literally
understand,
only as
guys.
good.
Okay, go to the trampoline right here, though. Allie, right here, the trampoline is... Yeah.
The stakes are high. Everything's on the line. You can
Wow, it definitely differs from other Mr. Beast videos. Usually the stakes are not on the line. They're in a circle.
tell people, like, once you make it far,
I'm already calling it. Mr. Beast is gonna get bored of his own videos. Of making his own videos. He's just gonna get bored. He's gonna be like, I don't have attention span for this thing anymore, actually, guys. And everyone's gonna laugh at
turn
me.
up, trampolines...
Going the wrong way?
I always judge by the amount of repetition that's unsustainable for a human being to repeat the same shit of like, your dick is on a line, your dick is on a line. You will suffer great consequences if you lose this game. Ha ha ha. And that's literally the only thing Mr. Beast can pull out of his mouth. Like, that's the only thing he's there for, just to say how intense the match is. Whoa. His job is truly a marvel to behold.
Yeah, get on that, get on
What
that.
happened to his face?
For you. Dude, hold on.
Devontae jumped.
He wants to help his teammates. Now that's my character development that I was waiting for the whole fucking video. There's nothing to look at. You have to, when you're introducing Mr. Beast, when you're introducing a new concept to people, you have to repeat it a bunch of times and show like how different people succeed in different things. Right now, you just like cram a bunch of people, here's a bunch of money. Ha ha ha, I was sponsored this whole time. You know, this is one of the most soulless things in recent times I'm potentially supposed to try and figure out. If it's like genuinely competitively bad. Wait, I didn't check the tour. I'm an idiot. This was good. This was, I guess, okay. Sure, that's just normal Minecraft stuff. Usually it's normal. Usually only when a completely different game is introduced. Racing game can sort of like be fine. This assassin game was like fine. Explosion was pretty bad. Build challenge was fine. And then he never uploaded videos. Maybe this one was really bad. Like, he fucking pulled Roblox at us, but it still was better made. I feel like he just made the worst video ever. Like, I genuinely feel, based on the circumstances, this is the worst video. Maybe it's like some fucking Fall Guys has been featured, but even Fall Guys is actually something I can stomach, I can understand. It's very repetitively easy to pick up, right? So, I genuinely feel like it's the worst video. It's introducing a game that I don't give a fuck about. There's gotta be something like this. Maybe the Fortnite video was pretty bad. Now it's hard to remember.
Trampoline is.
Wait,
I'm gonna go ahead. I see where a trampoline is.
wait. I think I messed up.
That's probably what happened to his face. Thank you, Devontae. Thank you for explaining. He just put his face somewhere where it doesn't belong, and it's just like, I guess I messed up, guys.
I had another. I'm up.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so intense,
Making my way
guys.
through. I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, you're like confused of like what to blame. Because you can't blame yourself for what just happened. And you're not gonna cry because you lost your entire team potentially. I would still imagine that he's not the last member right now. He can catch up to one of these guys.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Empty-handed.
I genuinely feel like Mr. Beast makes me hate money more than ever before. And that's what we're going to talk about. I think it's all on me, but I will allow YouTube search to kind of take over from here on capitalism.
There's this sort of Marxist notion that all this inequality is generated as a consequence of capitalism. And that's actually technically false. Because if you look at,
Are you stupid?
there seems to be something like a law of nature that's described by this statistical model called
I mean, inequality exists inherently in nature, but that doesn't fucking mean that capitalism doesn't show the numbers, basically, of inequality. Now, it only shows one-dimensional numbers. How much money you have is not a moral compass by any means, it's just one pointer that you can use. If you truly believe in ownership and you believe that money is morality, like, I'm sorry, bro. You got fooled. And inequality will start hurting you very much, because there's always going to be richer than you, more successful than you, and you're not going to catch up, because that's just not how life works. In those terms, life will feel unfair, and that's one of the moments when your brain will get fried like a chicken. This is the biggest lie you can tell to yourself, and if you follow just one moral compass, which is just number of pennies in someone's bank account, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. You will feel this. Feeling this will destroy you. You have to always constantly run around and search for how life is actually fair. If you have to keep searching, because this feeling is just so destructive. Not just to you, but to your soul, to your human fucking spirit, to help others and make life fair for them. Because life is unfair because you piece of fucking shit and you adopted this whole fucking ideology of like everyone owns their own share of things, while Mr. Beast owns a lot more than you. You know, again, what it means to own money. Do you know what that means? And why Mr. Beast is not dethroned, it's like too big to fail, is because he can enslave people. That's the whole point. And in fact, we also have potentially a moral obligation to watch slaves perform for us, because it's a free service, basically. We actually are attracted by slaves getting enslaved. And so Mr. Beast is going to be too big to fail until the platform itself transcends into the next level, until it invokes politics and asks people to question if there is more to morality than just fucking number.
Pareto distribution. And it basically suggests that in any creative domain, there's going to be a small number of people will do almost all of the output. But it doesn't just apply to human beings. It applies to the heights of trees in the Amazon rainforest. It applies to the size of cities, and it applies to the mass of stars, and it's something like...
Bro pulled exponential distribution and thinks that he's fucking smart. The funny thing is, this is actually a very low amount of people. And yes, again, the unequal distribution is always going to happen when you're measuring one fucking thing. When you're measuring the height of something. When you're measuring the fucking outputs of something. When you're measuring the population clusters. Of course, you will see the exponential distribution when you just look at one particular thing. If you actually looked at the population distribution and happiness, that would be very interesting, wouldn't it? If you crossed over a multitude of pieces of information, now you have something much more valuable statistically than just one thing, right? And this will freak people out. But money can buy anything. Money can buy more money because money is success potentially. You know, yes. If you successfully invest into yourself, if that is possible, if you can get people's attention, if they're still existing out there and not just like worrying about... Basically, people can become afraid of their own ownership of money. They can be consumed by the money, meaning that they cannot participate in capitalism anymore. What capitalism requires are perfect players. Where Every perfect player puts money in the front lines, prioritizes money. Every perfect player must do this. And the next priorities is like whatever makes money is the second highest priority. Whatever makes money is the third highest priority. It's still prioritized just to support the money system. This way, we can sort of create this fake, like, moral number system, but not everyone would want to play the game anyways. All right, not everyone is going to be a perfect player. Some people will give up, pull out the knife, and start cutting throats because they just can't win, you know? So they have to resort into crime. This sort of capitalism dystopia always crumbles apart. People agree that, yes, this is very interesting, but it slowly crumbles apart and just people stop being perfect players eventually. Eventually, it's so unsustainable. There's too much crime going on in the world. There's too much deception that's not being, investigated. There's so much work being undone that the capitalism simply falls apart. There's not enough good players to play the game, and it basically creates like this ultimate cancel culture where anyone who is participating in capitalism would just simply be condemned for giving a fuck about money too much and not being kind. The only reason why Mr. Beast is not being persecuted is simply because he's putting out money to the people. It's like, let me challenge you and I'll give you the money. I'll give you a lot of money. All right? Mr. Beast, by any means, not a perfect player. He's actually in the borderlines of destroying capitalism as we know it. This is why we sort of appreciate Mr. Beast's ambiguous nature. Only a perfect player who actually cares about profits makes sense. And Mr. Beast still has to do that and still has to play with the perfect players who constantly sponsor him because he's kind of playing both sides right now. He's giving tons of money and he's also taking tons of sponsorships. This is the fucking... It's just a fascinating position in life to be. In the middle, you're trying to appeal to the most amount of people. This is why there's one particular thing that makes Mr. Beast more moral than otherwise he would. The crossover of having the amount of subscribers, having the amount of viewership, and the amount of money that you generate. That crossover makes Mr. Beast in this position where he's like the most moral and the most popular. But also his popularity sinks a few sponsorships into his side. Where Mr. Beast doesn't actually give a fuck about your stupid business. It's not going to make your business flourish. It's potentially one and done experience. And it's up to you to just sell yourself out. For the sake of being seen. Right? Some businesses are actually very desperate and they want to be seen. They are not being talked about by anyone. They're not actually offering anything valuable for the just gamer community or whatever the fuck the sponsorship Beats My Meat is. Even Beat My Meat, it doesn't actually offer anything. Mr. Beast Meat is just a fucking stick for $12 or whatever, right? It's absolutely garbage. But if Mr. Beast wants to actually stay afloat, he has to take these sponsorships. He has to take any time. It's like Hunger Games. Sponsorships save the day. Sponsorships keeps you afloat. If you actually acted as a rich person and started like buying things up and semi-retiring, basically not showing up where the contestants are, if he stopped being a human being and just became a screen, a face for the thumbnail, then we would be actually outrageous and start questioning Mr. Beast's involvement in his own just business that he built. This is the most important thing. Mr. Beast definitely doesn't want to cut the cord on the most important thing, himself. You know, he wants to be involved in his own business because he fucking holds it together. I almost feel like Mr. Beast actually understands the moment he even reduces his involvement in his own craft, someone else is going to just sabotage his fucking thing because he's the biggest sabotageur. So of course someone else is just going to be waiting for that moment to just like take over Mr. Beast's channel and just start fucking messing shit up. one way or the other, maybe just like clean split in between of like, let's roast Mr. Beast, let's make fun of Mr. Beast, and also let's take all the sponsorships until they literally mean nothing. People get fucking tired of listening to buy the next fucking sock, buy the next shoe, buy the next t-shirt, buy the next fucking baseball cap, buy the next Mr. Beast figurine. So in all of this, Mr. Beast still has to put soul into it. Just like throw his body into the center of the fucking arena as like, hey guys, I am announcing a battle. This is definitely something I came up with on my own, and no one gets the credit. Mr. Beast has to do this shit, otherwise everything falls apart. We have seen multitude of YouTube channels actually fall apart the moment they just give out the torch to someone else because the other person literally doesn't give a fuck about the YouTube channel that they have received. They think it's just like a privilege handed to them for low cost. So 10 times less the actual efforts they imagine. Because when you building a YouTube channel, that's blood, sweat, and tears. This is a lot of work. I guarantee you guys, even Smosh feels now like a fucking mashup of a bunch of nobodies at this point. Nobodies who are doing absolutely nothing. And even Jacksepticeye is like praising, well, I didn't like the old Smosh, but I like the new Smosh. And it's like, what the fuck are you... What drugs are you using, Jacksepticeye? But at the same time, I will never trust a piece of shit horror fucking YouTuber to tell me what the reality is. The only person sort of was capable of escaping his channels is MatPat, but the funny thing is, MatPat retired a long time ago. Much longer than you fucking imagine. See, MatPat is a very powerful strategist, and he can appear non-retired when he actually did retire. So, it kind of looks like this. He just kind of fades in, you know? He kind of turns it into like a super duper event of like, actually guys, I'm slowly retiring. I'm slowly turning into something else. But he retired a long time ago, even before that. You know, because everything is pre-planned. All the videos are pre-planned. Like, everything was fucking going that direction. And I probably know the reason because I can't trust horror fucking YouTubers. I just can't trust them. I know what's going on, MatPat. You're just scared of your own fucking channel. So unfortunately, no, you can't just leave a legacy to a random person. They will not take care of your channel. They have to build everything by themselves simply because they can. It's just that simple. They can. They should do it on their own terms. When it is truly branded like the game theory, food theory, you can split it into 4 pieces apparently and still hand it to them. It's a lot less pressure. I guess that works. If you're really good strategist, maybe you can find a better solution. So all I'm trying to explain is that Mr. Beast is constantly on his toes, running around from room to room to make sure his contestants are fully fed with his aura. Potentially, Mr. Beast getting bored is gonna be a detrimental moment. The moment there's blood in the waters, Mr. Beast can potentially be pushed around and not become the main character anymore in his own videos or something like that. But that's just speculation. This is just an interesting thing to look forward to. Is this like the worst thumbnail as well? Because it like is completely meaningless. Just like, guys, press that golden play button. Beat this game. Again, it's so weird, but for the person who actually cares about thumbnails, he doesn't care about thumbnails at the same time. He just copy-pastes his face like this, and it's like, it's good enough. Look, the gaming videos are getting significant amount of views. What's the fucking big deal? You can just downgrade your thumbnails? Are you bored, Mr. Beast? We have been talking about boredom. Are you bored? It is definitely a sign of deteriorating face. A sign of cavities in his face. Alright. 2 faces are being used across the entire thing. I mean, technically this cavity was 4 years old, or did he just upgrade the thumbnail? You just never know. Typically, he would just upgrade the ones that are performing better, you know? There's no soul to it. He's just, you know, he added one more thing to the equation. And now he looks better than the other fucking shitty human beings who are only chasing money. You know, he can actually enslave them for the sake of entertaining YouTube community, right? It is almost like the ultimate strategy. When it comes to capitalism, you have to just cross over with something more. But then at the same time, you gain the ability to give out large amounts of money, even though you care about the money, you will take the sponsorships, but you have a fucking funnel of where to put the money into. So that's the ultimate Mr. Beast strategy, right? This is why he's so successful. He's a YouTuber who cares about money. And he openly fucking says so. And that's a fucking big deal. If you don't resonate with what I just said, that would be so weird, because we literally live in the times of capitalism where everyone fucking is just one-sided. Everyone is one-sided. The moment you have two sides, all of a sudden you're the most interesting person in the room. But still, when Mr. Beast does the interviews, he's like just two-sided. He's still two-dimensional. He's still flat. He's still fucking just talks about himself and nothing else. He has no references, nothing interesting to say. And potentially not even like a life experience in those terms, right? Just kind of the incel level YouTuber, truly focused on his craft. And yet, people get fooled because they put all in on the money. They go fucking all in on one thing. The one thing cannot stand on itself. The one thing will fall due to gravity. If you have actually a support, then you can go much further. And when you go much further, then people start realizing of like, they have been defeated. They have been failing the entire thing. So Mr. Beast, while he also wants to optimize the YouTube game, he wants to optimize the money gaining game, right? He has to do both things very well. And that just completely slips everyone else in the most forbidden list of enslavement. Because they are losers, they're going to be like, yes, daddy, please hire me. Please pay me money. I don't know how to play this game anymore. I brought up food theory, and food theory for me is way better than the other theory channels. Why? Because it has money in it. It has money in it all the time. You are literally buying these things. Things that can be purchased have to be talked about. You can't really purchase a fucking movie. You can barely purchase a game. But you're not gonna buy FNAF series. Like, what are you fucking doing? Right? Most of the time, if you are informing consumers of what is good and what is bad, you will just generally become popular. You then just need a perfect kind of wrap up, basically. It's actually extra crazy when you consider I uploaded a TikTok and I get no comments. Guess when I fucking got comments? Actually, you know, what did I do to actually receive comments? I showed myself interested in candy. I purchased candy and I showed candy to the people. They typed in comments, right? They were actually engaging with the video. And that was quite weird. But now I am starting to understand. There's actually a success DNA formula that you can follow. I basically revealed Mr. Beast's formula while he was making the worst video possible, right? Potentially the most exposing video. Like, the best way to smear someone is to completely expose their strategy of, like, everything they're doing and why they're more successful than other people. The final nail in a coffin potentially is to balance 3 modes of evaluating stuff, right? This could be like the amount of channels someone is creating, potentially, right? The funny thing is, capitalism is going away. It's not going to be relevant anymore but it will still be relevant on this platform, very likely. But then the platform is going to evolve. We're actually going to run away from capitalism quite a bit. So I'm not actually preparing for the three straws bullshit. I just want to make a lot of channels. All right? I want to make people watch my videos in the end. And that fucking matters. And then I have to acknowledge that some capitalism is left over. Technology is also improving. People might, voice their concerns about AI and whatnot, and I have to collect that if I wanted to be a successful YouTuber. I'm still looking into the future success kind of DNA. I obviously cannot just replicate Mr. Beast's DNA and all of a sudden win the game. That's too late now. I have to do one bit better and then start accelerating that sort of mindset. See you guys next time. You have been normalized. Your brain damage has been healed. Even though there was a lot of yapping, but we uncovered a lot of twisty things. And put Mr. Beast in the middle of trying to earn the sponsorship. This is why he's wearing the suit. And he's whitening his teeth. Because because he wants to appeal to the audience. He wants to appeal to the fucking sponsorships by saying to the sponsors that he's willing to do whatever it takes. He's a clean person. He wanted to try to project that fucking image. I don't think people care about this stuff. It's a vibe, but people just forget about it because there's they're trying to be entertained. It doesn't matter how many clean people are on YouTube right now. You're not gonna click on a person just because they're clean. Quite the opposite. Most people are gonna fucking eat the shit, seek the dirt. Gonna point at Mr. Beast for being a little bit of dirty over here and over there. Something's shaking in his life. So he's not taking care of something, We're not gonna even attack his front image by any means. To cancel someone is to dive really deep into someone's behavior and also paint him as some kind of child abuser or something. So no, his whitening teeth is just a symbol of he's submitted to getting sponsorships. He's gonna support. Even this video was the worst one because it's not meant for the audience. It's meant to say that Mr. Beast is willing to sell his soul anytime. He's gonna be fine, Find enough of a platform to platform whatever your game is. Because Mr. Beast is clean, so he doesn't have preferences, that sort of thing just kind of fades off. Preference. This can reject a lot of things. You want to be allowing any sponsorship from any angle. Whoever has money gets to rule over you. Mr. Beast is still a semi-slave to the greater, oligarchs, basically, to the greater elites. And yet, that's exactly why he's successful on YouTube. And hopefully YouTube just simply matters, right? However, it might be falling apart. We'll discuss more in later episodes. Thanks for sticking around. This was a little bit of a longer one, wasn't it? Because it's sponsored by me and my brain cells. It takes a little bit of time to generate the perfect response to what we just saw. Goodbye. Obviously, when other people speak, they can say a lot better things than me. And technically, half of this episode was just me responding to Jordan Peterson, who said, it's everything is exponential in nature. Yeah, that's what makes life fair, because there's an exit from everything. There is the tallest person. Oh wait, you cannot become tallest person? You cannot be fastest? But it's sort of achievable, sort of obtainable to some degree, right? And the fair part happens when you realize that you don't have to be the richest person, you just have to reach a comfort zone. Or at very least, you have to be interested in the comfort zone. All right, now, see you guys next time.